Alrighty, so Sweden. That's a thing. It's a thing that's happening. Yeah. First, let's look at the reforms. Is that free policy or possible? Yeah, I guess. I like this one better, just because it's very powerful. With solidified nations, obviously, click those. You don't need that. Yeah. Boom, boom. Take that in. I'm not sure if that went up. Anyway, for obvious reasons, get that culture bonus. Get that. Reduce those bonuses, etc. Reduce those negatives. Get the bonuses. Yeah. 50 ducats income. It's pretty terrible. Sweden's just in a shit spot after like the 3 civil wars it went through. Rooting out corruption from unbalanced research. I imagine admin. Yep. Let's look at this first. So manpower, not greatest, but I mean it's 48 to 48, so it's not a bad thingo. Coldy sticking by his. That was actually AI last session, I guess. Sticking by his no cav past like tech 13. Oh, he hates cav. Trade, etc. Let's look at this trade. First, actually, diplomatic expenses. What? What? What do you mean 1.9 diplomatic expense? He doesn't have any. What? Okay, advisors. 1211. That's all right. Luck. Oh, it was a lucky. Sweden's a lucky nation, so it had that negative on the advisor cost all this time for the last session. That's nice. It allowed it a chance to recover. Yeah, so he needs to convert all this shit, unless he... Because he, for some reason, staying Catholic. I don't know why. That was a decision he made when he was here, so... Oh my god, this is ridiculous. What the fuck? Oh, this looks so dumb. Scandinavian nation just to become an empire. That's like the only reason you do it. Wait. It doesn't... Oh, because he's not an elector? Right. Huh. Are you an elector? I forget which button I have put... I think I remember... No, there it is. No, you're not an elector. Okay, so you can't even do that, and even if you did, it doesn't remove you from the empire. Oh no, it will remove him from the empire. Papal state, you don't really need that. You kinda do need that just because of how much there is and how much it will cost you. I'd do it for the extra embracement cost, because you've already embraced global trade. Yeah, just take that extra 1%. It's worth it just to fucking finish all this shit. Let's look at the estates now. Yeah, I saw this. Let's bang, bang, bada bing, bada. Let's see if we can give them a little bit more land, eh? Yeah, okay, so this burgers, I assume they've lost that. This can't be burgers. That's 86, yeah, that put them to 51, so then after that contribution, 400 more ducats. Clergy, seek support, boom, boom, that's a shame. Bang, cold diet, demand military support. So let's give some of these provinces to... Wow, these are all clergy? That's surprising. Nobility, that should be 45%, which means we can get that, and a general, and demand military support. That's 1 over, don't really need an admiral. Ships, you have 41 ships. Kind of surprising, honestly. What are you going to use these 20 transports for? Actually, I know. Again, you can take that. that reduces the corruption to nothing, which then means, you know, you're not paying as much. Get that extra bit of cash. Maintenance. Yes, let us look at this. So what is this? Yep, that's fine, because all of this is that. That's fine, completely fine. I would turn this to trade power, and I assume that that is your trade port. Yeah, you might as well just push the money out into here, because you're just losing money in that case. If you push it into here, you get extra trade power in here anyway, so and the extra money. So sure, everyone gets more money, but so do you. Also, is he paying you for this province? Like, I feel like he should. Novgorod to Baltic, that's fine. You can even push it up and around, but then that'll give money to Netherlands and GB. Yeah, so I would push it in. Yeah, we didn't look at this properly, did we? It's too late to switch, really. No point in doing it. 15% manpower is the better one in my opinion. Negative 5% autonomy change for new land or max promoted culture. However, you won't be getting that unless you expand into here or into here. And even then, this is all Danish. +1 free policy for the... That's good because you need some more admin policies and stuff before you actually need to really care about it. Let us... I'm just typing out. Is... Do defensive, expansion, economic, quality. That's solid, that's solid. So altogether, it's pretty decent, plus the 5% there, 10% here, 20%, etc, etc, etc. They have a lot of... They should have a lot more manpower. They just have, like, no land, and it's not devved that high, I imagine. Yeah, 326, not that high devved. Which he has time to do now, unless... Yeah, he's not catching up in admin anytime soon to get that extra tech group, is he? Yeah, no, it's tech 17. Tech 18. Yeah, tech 18 to get that extra tech group, in which case I'd either take trade, and even then, no, I'd take offensive or quantity ideas, and then trade or innovative. Because if you take innovative, then you get another 20%, that's 50%. Combatability, infantry combatability. You're a major player in this. It seems that you are investing into here. Let's just pump that in. Look at that, 30%. Ooh, you become that, which gives you that extra diplomat. So yeah, you are a base kingdom. Diplomat, stab cost, yearly prestige, advisor cost. That's nice. Possible advisors, tech cost. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. This is really good for you. You need to keep that. Yeah. Yeah, you have so many cardinals as well. Okay. I forget. Does religious actually give you anything? Yearly papal influence +2. I mean, if you really want to go full on, just do that, get Deus Vault, etc. Because no one around you is fucking Catholic. Like, you get that extra 3% there. So yeah, if you're going to be expanding, I'd take religious, because if I'm not mistaken, quality, get an extra 5% morale of armies, plus siege ability, and unrest and shit. But again, you know, it's not fucking an administrative slot. Anyway, let's get back to this. Free policy, clergy, etc. Leader cost, this one's the worst one. I would never pick it in my entire life unless you've got 90%, like 100% leader cost kind of thing, which I don't think is impossible at all. Advisor cost is my favorite, but I've come to be liking this more. Negative 5% for that aristocratic court, which means he's going to be keeping up a little bit more with this, a lot more than me at least, especially with that +1 from ideas, that yearly army tradition. But I mean, I was looking here, wasn't I? +5 states because he has 0 0 what are they called? Territories. And yeah, I'd pick this, as I said, over the Legislative House, because you just don't need that many. You don't need that many, dude. Simmer down. 4's enough. Christ. Yeah, so if you have the time and the money, switch that one. I would definitely switch it, it's worth it. Then you get the extra 10, then a 0.1 increase of this. For some reason you're not getting discipline. What? You should be getting discipline. That's weird. Don't know why I'm looking there. Let's look at construction costs. -10, -5, -10, -5. That's great. This is what I was talking about previously to him in person. Mercenary maintenance, -10, plus 50% available mercenaries. Fucking ooh, you know. So yeah, you could even take admin, get another 25% off, another 25% off the initial cost, 15% off the maintenance, and another 25% total. Then get this, another 20%, if you really want to meme it. You can't get plutocratic ideas, which is a rape. But yeah, overall, really solid military. No navy to speak of. Like, it's got light ships, but light ships aren't a factor that anyone should care about in terms of naval power. In terms of forts and defense, he only needs a fort either... Yeah, he needs like a fort here or here, and then he's got two layers of forts, both 1, 2, 1, 2. Doesn't have one here, but like, if the fucking Russians get naval superiority, something's wrong. I mean, they have 3 heavies and he has 8. Yeah, okay, if the Russians get naval superiority, he's doing something wrong. So yeah, you get 1 fort here, that's down. You got a fort here, got a fort here. So technically they can run along this coast, but still they can't reach the rest of the country, and this is your high dev area. So I get rid of this fort, place 1 here, so then you have that double fort line, this double fort line, and this technical double fort line. And in all reality, all this land is like Galbo, except this province. So just delete the fort here, and if you really want to put a fort somewhere, put it here, have the nobility, have that naval bonus, because they won't be able to, they'll have negatives on it because it'll get supplies from being on the coast without being blockaded. Yeah, all this land, worthless, absolutely garbage. 3 dev all around. It's furs, so if you eventually somehow push the Russians back and get a defensive line, then start deving this. Until then, there's no point. Missions. What is that? You need Gotland, and you get permanent claims on all that. Protect Norway. 10% manpower recovery. This would be nice, but that means you have to... Yeah, that means you'd have to buy back Gotland and Hamburg and Norwegian place, and to get a boost over here, because you do have expansion. Not what I would have picked, but oh well. It's a questionable idea. Yeah, so missions, Baltic Fleet, Livonian Conquest, Swedish Pomerania. There's nothing you can do there, really. Yeah, there's nothing for Finnish expansion in terms of ideas. However, if you do somehow get Pomerania, 10% morale of armies, yeah. But yeah, push trade instead of collecting, assign merchants, level up these, level up these centers of trade, get the power in them, so that way you can actually make a profit from your trade instead of just sitting here and fucking having your entire nobility cry that they have no money. Vassals, you have none to think of. If Finland somehow dies, you know, just make a Finland, do what Helsinki did, and have a buffer state. Yeah. So, basically, you're in a decent spot, you got money, you can build forts. I assume let's look at this. Yeah, you can build so many more workhouses. That'll increase your income a lot. Tax a little bit. Trade power would build it in here because it's a highly contested node, unless you somehow figure out a deal with Hamburg as well. I wouldn't be against it, but you need to get it to be beneficial for you, as I'd say for everyone else. Manpower again, build the manpower buildings, for the love of God. Same with force limit buildings. Manufactories, build them all over, because it's a lot of money. Yeah, you don't need this, you don't need that. Worthless. And forts, you need to upgrade your forts. So that's 140, 140, 280. Delete that one, delete this one. So, what is that? 280, 460, and then 520, 620. 620 ducats, which you can spend out of this. And then you'll lose out on fort maintenance, but you know, once you upgrade these ports and push it down, you should have a higher trade economy. I'll do a month tick, but it'll likely go down because AI will change stuff. 21. So you got 3 ducats, which you're making about, what, 2 in here, 2.8. So it's an overall increase. Das is good. Where is your trade ships? They are protecting trade in Lubeck. Yeah. Okay. These transports, I don't know. Maybe if you really want to, build more trade ships, but again, the Hamburg with naval ideas and quality, or naval and trade, will just be beating you. So again, I think it may be better just to compromise and give them trade power and get money that way. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Fucking look at these guys' little asses, so cute. They're so cute. Oh, he's chopping wood.